Arch Manning's crown as the consensus #1 overall recruit in the class of 2023 has come to an end. In this video, I will explain why ESPN decided to drop him. Stay tuned.
Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine. Whose world?
Now, ESPN updated its recruiting rankings for its ESPN 300 on Monday. They bumped the 5-star Newman senior quarterback down to the #2 overall spot, behind new #1 quarterback and overall player Malachi Nelson. Now, Nelson is a pro-style quarterback out of California. He is currently a USC commit. Nelson is a mobile athlete and polished pocket passer. He was a major pickup for Riley in his first recruiting outing as the Trojans' new head coach. Nelson will actually pair up with the #1 wide receiver in the nation, Zachariah Branch, who is out of Vegas football factory Bishop Gorman. So why does ESPN no longer consider Arch Manning the #1 quarterback or prospect for the class 2023? I mean, for starters, Nelson has had a strong summer getting ready for his senior campaign. In the ESPN.com piece written by Tom Luganbill and others, it was explained why Manning has taken a slight drop to #2. As a result of televised high school broadcasts during Manning's underclassmen years, it was clear to settle in on him as a #1 overall player and quarterback in the cycle. But after 2 more seasons, it became apparent that while Manning is extremely talented, he is not head and shoulders above the rest of the pack. Now, while noting that there are several strong candidates to be considered the best QB for the class of 2023, ESPN says Nelson stands out. We have seen a larger sample size, and the 6'3", 185-pound quarterback has faced a higher level of competition for Los Alamitos High School in California. He has also developed physicality, which has led to more arm velocity. Now, Manning, who stands 6'4", 205 pounds, does remain a top overall recruit in the class according to 24/7 Sports, On3 Sports, and Rivals ratings. He has been a consensus top recruit across all national recruiting services for years. ESPN dropping the Texas commit Manning comes on the heels of former Rivals recruiting director Mike Farrell saying that Manning would be a 3-star quarterback prospect if it were not for his last name. Now, as we all know, Manning is the nephew of both Eli and Peyton Manning. Both are well-known Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. Farrell is on record saying if his name was Art Smith, he'd probably be a high 3-star quarterback. Farrell then went on to say that Manning hasn't progressed since his freshman season of high school when he was Newman's starting quarterback. When it was time for Manning to step up against other competition, especially in the playoff game where he looked awful, nothing has translated. In Farrell's opinion, every time he watches these other quarterbacks in this class, Arch keeps getting knocked down lower and lower. Now, Manning threw for 1,913 yards to go along with 26 touchdowns while rushing for 6 more scores and 381 rushing yards during his junior campaign at Newman High School, which isn't crazy numbers, especially compared to the other top 5 quarterbacks in his class. In his high school career, he's thrown for 6,307 yards as a starter in 3 seasons with 81 touchdown passing and 19 rushing. He averages almost 13 yards per pass, over 212 passing yards per game, and has 18 career interceptions, which isn't a lot. It's about 6 per season. Now, Arch had one of the most widely followed recruitments in some time, with offers from every big-name college football program, including Alabama, Georgia, LSU, amongst others. And as we all know, he committed to Texas last month. Now, Manning will have a chance to erase any questions about his status as a top prospect when Newman opens the 2022 campaign in September. With Nelson and Manning atop the rankings, it marks the first time that ESPN has had 2 quarterbacks in those spots since 2018. Those 2 quarterbacks are currently in the NFL. Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears and Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence. Comment below if you think that Arch Manning should have kept the #1 spot, or do you think that these rankings are valid? Malachi Nelson is the better prospect and a better quarterback as of right now. Also comment below if you think Mike Farrell's comments had any influence on ESPN dropping Arch Manning to the #2 spot. And while you're at it, go ahead and leave a like on this video. And like I always say, if you love college football or college football recruiting, go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now because it's free. But until next time,